Today we're going to talk about selective colorization, and that is turning a picture black and white and then just picking out parts of it to make it make the color shine through. And it's really not too difficult to do, and we're going to take you through that step by step today. So we have our picture here of Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos, and we're going to just select Peyton Manning and make him color and everything else black and white so he really stands out. To do this, we're going to keep this original picture the same. We're going to click on this button right here to create a duplicate layer, and just going to be like a copy basically of the original picture. So if you click on this, you can see now I have Peyton.jpg copy, and I have the original here. Now make sure you click on the copy and make sure that's highlighted, and then I want you to go to colors and desaturate, and that's going to turn it into a black and white picture, and then you can just hit OK. And so now you can see that it's pretty much all black and white and gray, and there's other ways to do this, but this is just one simple way to turn a picture black and white. And so we have this picture here that's black and white now, and if I turn off this little eyeball, you can see that the original is still there. We didn't do anything to that. We just put a copy over it, and what we're seeing is the copy. Now let's right click on this copy. We're going to say add layer mask, and we want it to be white full opacity. Say add. So now there's a little white box here beside our picture. And so now whatever we do will be, as long as we use black, we will kind of be painting transparency through this white and into the background here. But first we need to select what we want. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so I can get a better shot of Peyton's jersey. And there's a couple ways to do this, and I'm going to just show you one. We use the path tool, and we'll click and just start kind of clicking around Peyton's jersey. Make sure I get the sleeves in down here, and click up on top. I'll just do this kind of quick just to show you what I'm doing. You can take more time and make it look a little nicer. And then I'm going to go to select and from path. So now you see I have this kind of gray moving line going around here from the path that I made. So I selected all that, and I can kind of bring this down just a little bit here to kind of get a little bit more of the jersey in, or a little bit more here to get some of the helmet in, and that sort of thing. So you can adjust that once you get that done. Now, so I have my path to selection here. I can do a couple things. I can click on the paintbrush, and as long as this is black, because we have a white mask over this, as long as I have black selected right here, I can use my paintbrush and I can paint it in. Yeah, that's kind of a neat effect there. And since I have this selected here, I can't paint outside of it. I can drag my paintbrush up and out, but it's not going to do it. So let me undo this here real quick. There we go, we're back to the original. I can use the pencil, I can use an airbrush, or I can just, if I got this big selection here, I can just click on the paint bucket, and I can just drop that in there like that. And once I have whatever I want colored, like I just wanted his jersey and helmet, I could do all of Peyton there to make him stand out. But I'm going to go to select and none to deselect all that stuff, and then I'll go back and zoom out again, and so you can see, obviously he stands out because it's orange. His uniform's orange, everything else is black and white around it, and so you can use that for a neat effect. Another picture, this you don't have this picture, but let's say it's springtime. You have some pretty flowers, and you want to really, make them stand out. You want I really like a certain flower in here that I just really want to make it stand out. You're going to do the same thing and add a white layer mask. And this time, I just want several of these flowers here. Well, I can just use the paintbrush, and I can go in and do it like this without selecting anything. I can zip across here and give it some little splash of color. Or I can, oops, I did my layer mask. Or I can use the circle select here, the oval select. I'll make that a little bit bigger. And again, I can drop the paint bucket into that, and so just part of that highlights. I can use the free tool here, the little lasso tool, and you can, if I just click once, it'll go in a straight line. If I hold my mouse down, it'll kind of follow me around, and then again I can drop the black color in there that way as well. So there's some different tools you can use, and if you ever mess up, like, oh, I didn't really want that, you can switch this, put it back to white. I'll put my paintbrush on there, and I can paint back that extra color, or that I can take away some of that color as well, as long as I'm using white. And so as long as you have a white mask and you have black going for you, you can paint that on there, no problem. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And this is really a fun tool. If you have senior pictures, if you have family pictures, or just you and your friends or whatever, this is a great tool to use on those to really make some memories stand out. So again, if you have any questions, just let me know.